Hey guys, it's Daniel with Dial 1 Johnson Plumbing, Cooling, and Heating. Today we're going to be talking about replacing your air filters. It's always important to stay on top of filter changes because as this filter is picking up dirt and dust and different contaminants that are in the air, it's clogging that filter up. So the longer you go between filter changes, the more stress it puts on your equipment. Now typically there are two types of air filters. The first one is a return filter grill. There's a picture of it right here. So that's where the filter is located inside the register that's inside the home that you typically are going to need to use a step ladder to get to, drop it down to replace. So the second type of filter that we typically see is actually at the equipment itself. So we're here in an attic today. This is our indoor equipment, so this is an air handler, and the customer's filter has a 4-inch filter located inside their equipment. So anytime you have an AC system like this, you always have a return side that's pulling air from the house and a supply side that's pushing air into the bedrooms. So you want to locate the return side. Now typically there's going to be a door for you to access the return filter. This particular return system has these flip latches that hold this door closed. Sometimes you'll just see a lever here that will keep it closed. So after you unlatch it, you want to open this door up, which will give you access to the filter. This filter right here is a 4-inch filter. They just slide right out. Okay, so as you can see right here, this one's dated. You always want to put a date on your filters. If you're like I am, you know, it's sometimes kind of hard to remember the last time you changed it. So if you put a date on there, then next time you go to replace it, you can always look and see how long of interval has been between replacements. So after you get your new filter, so this filter was replaced in June of 25, so it's a fairly brand new filter. These filters typically will last anywhere from 3 to 6 months depending on your home. And so this one was just replaced in June, so it's still good. You can look and see how it's not overly dirty. We still have a lot of white showing. We don't have a lot of debris on there. So we're gonna slide this one back in. Now these filters have two different sides. There's this cloth side. This other side, you see this wire mesh. This wire mesh is designed to keep the filter material from being pulled into the equipment because of the force from the blower pulling in. You always want to make sure that your wire mesh is facing the equipment. Oftentimes on all of these filters, it'll show a directional airflow, right? So this system is moving air this way. You stick it in and typically they will slide right in. You shut the door. You want to make sure you always secure these doors. If these doors aren't secure, then it will pull in hot attic air. Now this is a foamed attic, so we don't have as big of a problem, but a lot of these attics can get up 120, 130, 140 degrees in the attic. So if there's any openings here, you'll start pulling in that hot attic air, which could cause some issues with your system. Okay, here's the difference between 1-inch filters and 4-inch filters. Yeah. You know, 1-inch filters are smaller filters and they don't last as long before they start clogging up. Yeah. Right? So, you know, one of the things that typically on 1-inch filters, you're going to get usually about 30 days, between 30 and 60 days of use before that filter starts clogging up. Usually on 4-inch filters, that extends out to, you know, between 3 months and 6 months, depending on your home. This is also one of the most overlooked maintenance items for an air conditioning system is changing out your filter. So you want to make sure you stay on top of that, and depending on whether it's a 1-inch filter or 4-inch filter, you know, changing it on a regular basis. You can also use companies that perform maintenance services. Typically, filter replacements are included in that maintenance tune-up. All right, guys, that wraps up our how to replace your AC air filter. Tune in to some of our other great videos for great home improvement topics. Obviously, if this is something that you're not comfortable with, then you can give us a call here at Dial 1 Johnson Plumbing, Cooling, and Heating. We've been serving the South Dallas area since 1965. We'd be happy to get you taken care of.